Rated X.
Package just arrived. Let's get it open and see what we got in there. Right. It says Survival Knife 3, 5.5-inch surgical steel blade, complete with a leather sheath. Smoky Mountain Knife Works. Watertight storage in a cast aluminum handle. This used to go for $39.95. And there's the serial number. Survival Knife 3 0102. Showing up. Okay. Oh, there it is. Got a little protective cover on the blade. Is this in focus? Good Lord, this thing is never in focus. My recommendation is do not buy an iPhone. They are not worth it. I got an iPhone 14 Pro here, and the camera couldn't be worse. And for the money they charge, freaking douchebags. I'm telling you what. Got a bunch of kind of light duty paracord on here for a lanyard and a leg tie. It doesn't have a sharpening stone, at least the one I bought doesn't. So I might have to pick up one of those like little Arkansas stones for this. Wow, what a good looking leather sheath though. The condition is like brand new. It's got a snap there. Really solid, really thick leather. Look at the welting on that. Stitch really good. This is the third or fourth of this style knife that I have. I only picked this one up because it was in such excellent condition, and the sheath even looked great, and the Smoky Mountain Knife Works I thought was pretty cool. So I was like, oh yeah, I gotta get that. But yeah, let's get some of this stuff out of the way so we can look at it. Looks nice and straight. Ooh, that's a very, very gnarly sharp saw there, both directions. That'd make a good bone saw or a good notch saw. Now, the way these are designed, you got like the built-on hand guard, then like a choil area where you could reach up over it. Just be careful because the blade's right there, you know, for finer tasks. Yeah, this saw will strike a ferro rod, so there's no worry about that. Surgical stainless steel. It says something on the blade there. It's written so small though. My eyes are terrible. My phone doesn't focus, so let's see what we can do. It says Smoky Mountain Knife Works, surgical steel, Japan. Made in Japan. It doesn't say Parker Brothers on it, but this is from Parker Brothers, which was big on these knives back in the day. You have the screw-on pommel with the little rubber O-ring on there in black. It's got small diamond texturing. Very well done. Cast aluminum, got quite a bit of weight to it. And threaded aluminum handle. Let's get a light here to look down inside. Yeah, that looks like epoxy down in there. See that showing up in the camera at all? Where is the camera at? There it is. Kind of like a gray, it's either gray aluminum or gray epoxy down in there. And it looks like, how far up does that come? About clear up to there. So it's like clear to there. So that's a big old cork of epoxy or aluminum. It's the color of aluminum. So there's that. And it came with a survival kit this way, so It says $4.99. Looks like it has a little tree saw, little striker, some matches, some fishing hooks, some sinkers, and some fishing line. And then some instructions on how to use everything, and a sewing needle. And this is in great condition. It's all in there. Good Lord. All in a plastic bag. Yeah, you can tell this is mint. Everything's exactly the way it came. You could put some of this in this in that sharpening stone pouch, but too bad the whole box itself is too big to like just fit down in there. You can see it's quite a bit wider, so that ain't gonna happen. But that's cool that they threw in a little survival kit there. I wonder if this originally came with the stone. Either way, I'll just pick one up. You can pick these stones up. I might even get a ceramic one. This is a spear point, drop point, kind of spear point shaped knife. It's got a saber grind. Feels like a true saber, like it's not really a hollow grind. Feels a bit toothy, like it might have a good edge on it. I know it's got a great saw blade on it. And here, like I said, here is the pommel. Let's get some measurements and stuff and see what we got going with this. Okay, you're looking at about 4.5 inches exactly on the cutting edge from tip to the end of the blade there. But the overall exposed part of the blade is about 5.25, and the knife itself is almost 10 inches. It's about 9 7/8 overall. And the handle where you would grip it is a good 4 1/8. Let's see here, the width of the blade is 1 inch. And the thickness of the steel stock is right there, just a hair over 1/8 of an inch. Okay, I have this set on inches. Let's see what this caliper says. It's saying 0.14 of an inch, 0.14. And we'll do millimeters. It's zeroed out. 3.7 millimeters. Okay, the sheath with all this paracord and everything is 99 grams. And if you put on the knife with it, 297 grams. And the knife by itself is 197 grams. Okay, the sheath is 3.5 ounces. You add the knife, you've got 10.5 ounces. And then the knife all by itself is exactly 7 ounces. Okay, got a sheet of printer paper here. A couple sheets. Here is the knife right out of the package. No oil on the blade, it doesn't seem like. Let's see if it arrives sharp. This is like new old stock. Yeah, got a little hiccup in it there, unless I just angled it wrong. I think I might have angled it wrong. That's pretty good. It does feel a hair toothy, so I think if I took a strop to this, I'd get some of that little wire off, and then that would, you know, it'd cut a lot smoother. Yeah, it's not the laser sharp, but it's pretty good. And there's something catching. I can see it right there. literally right there on the edge. Wants to snag the paper. There's a little spot up here too. Yeah, you can definitely feel that. A honing rod even on this would work pretty good. All right, I ran this over my strop a few times. I don't know if it made any difference or not, but we'll see. Oh God, it's like butter now. Yeah, that's all it was. I had to take the wire off the edge. This sucker is razor sharp now. All right, for size comparisons, this is that Huang Fu from Temu in the 14C 28N steel. Basically, it's a knockoff of the A1X from Fallneven. It's a very good knockoff. Size-wise, it's identical, so if you're familiar with the size of Fallnevens, this will give you an idea of the size of this survival knife I'm reviewing today. Here it is beside a cold steel Tonto Light. Now this is more similar in weight and thickness. At least up here at the spine. The spine is like pretty much identical. But yeah. This is 4116 German stainless steel, and this one is just Japanese, probably 440C surgical stainless steel. Like I said, this is my third or fourth one of these now, so they're good knives. They're worth picking up if you find one, even if the sheath isn't in super great condition. If the blade looks okay, you know, grab it up. And here it is beside a Fallneven F1X in LMAX. I wish this is actually from Temu, but it's got the exact same size specs, so you know, this is just a size comparison. And here it is beside one of my SE5s. Very good knives. Both are considered like survival type knives, even though they're designed different. But if you're familiar with the size of this crowbar, then you get an idea of the size of this one. Well, that's about all I have for this unboxing review of this vintage Survival Knife 3 from Parker Brothers. And this one was branded with Smoky Mountain Knife Works branding on it. It's a surgical stainless steel from Japan. Really great little survival knives from back in the day. I hope you enjoyed this unboxing review.
This is Joe Doomsday signing out.